Charges in a Laurel County arrest. Officials are now calling it rape. This man, Danny Collinger, was arrested earlier this month while police were investigating an alleged sexual assault. He was arrested off of Robert Cox Road March 8th. Detectives now believe he had sex with a juvenile on, quote, multiple occasions in multiple locations, end quote. He is now charged with first-degree rape and first-degree sodomy. Collinger is being held in the Laurel County Detention Center on a $25,000 bond. Expect more police than usual at Wolfe County High School tomorrow. Administrators say they heard rumors of a school threat. Kentucky State Police and the Wolfe County Sheriff's Department say they found, quote, no credible evidence of a threat, end quote. Class will be in session tomorrow with an increased police presence. Abortions have resumed at Kentucky's only abortion clinic after a ruling from a federal judge. Kentucky lawmakers passed a fetal heartbeat bill in the final hours of the session that was quickly signed by the governor. An emergency clause meant it took effect immediately. That meant clients at the EMW abortion clinic had to be turned away Friday. A lawsuit by the ACLU led a federal judge issuing a temporary restraining order late Friday night to bar the state from enforcing Senate Bill 9. Almost 50 used needles were found dumped onto a Clay County bridge today. Manchester police say they found the syringes thrown across the 2nd Street Bridge. That's just down the street from the city police department and the Clay County Middle School. Officers were able to safely remove the needles from the road and sidewalk. They say whoever is responsible will face serious criminal charges. Kentucky Attorney General Andy Beshear says the city of Martin violated the Open Records Act by not responding to requests for public information. You'll remember WYMT has followed the situation in the city of Martin all year. The information people were asking for regarded a controversial annexation proposed by the city. It is a proposal city officials say would annex roads around the city of Martin. And when people like Terry Thornsberry heard about the possible annexation, he wanted to learn more. He reached out to the city officials who told him to file an open records request, so he did.
We're going to open up the books of Martin. I don't know what it's going to take, but we are going to open up the books of Martin. We are going to find out what's going on.
In Kentucky, government offices have 3 business days to reply to those requests, something both Thornsberry and the Attorney General say the city of Martin did not do. It is important to mention we've tried to reach out to the mayor about the annexation multiple times. Not once has he returned any of our calls. A new scam warning for Kentuckians. A number of people have been receiving phony calls asking for Medicare information. Tom Ellis is one of those people. He worked in healthcare for years and knew better than to give away his information. He says he still fears for others, though.
In our church, we probably have 40-plus people who are in their 80s and 90s. And to receive a threatening phone call about something that could put their future in peril financially, many people would respond to it in fear.
The AARP has warned of scams like this before, and the state attorney general's office recently warned of a similar scam for Social Security numbers, which is popular during tax season. Many in eastern Kentucky are mourning the loss of a Perry County 911 dispatcher, Levi Grubbs. He died at UK Hospital Saturday morning after a car crash on Friday night. Grubbs posted a hospital selfie on Facebook saying he loved everyone and was in good spirits the night of the wreck. Many people in the community say he will be greatly missed and never forgotten.
And Levi was one that made sure that a lot of officers and EMS and firefighters went home safely at night, and they're going to all miss him too. So it's not just our center; it's the whole community of first responders are going to be affected by this.
His visitation will be from 6 to 9 Tuesday at the Hal Rogers Forum. The funeral will be Wednesday at noon at the Forum. Grant Levi Grubbs was 43. The Public Service Commission is investigating multiple water districts for excessive water loss. Southern Water and Sewer District is one of those, along with its district manager. According to the PSC, in the month of November, the district reported a 71% water loss, costing the company $386,000 annually. Board Chairman Jeff Prater says he understands the customer concerns with a rate increase. However, it is necessary to continue providing services.
We're very sensitive to people's being able to afford to pay for water, but at the same time, we have to maintain water service.
PSC says they are looking into General Manager Dean Hall's case for possible violations of state laws and regulations. Hall did not want to comment. All customers will be notified before any rate increase goes into effect. The utility services about 5,400 homes and businesses in Floyd and Knott counties.
Well, a quiet one here across eastern Kentucky. We continue to look at mostly clear skies, but the temperatures a little bit on the cooler side here, and we can take a look at satellite radar and show you overall most of the cloud cover to the northeast as that cold front that impacted us moves out. Notice the mountain almanac for today, 49 degrees. We are 9 degrees below where we should be and 7 degrees below where we should be when it comes to the low side of things. So a below average type of day, but good news is we are going to be trending to more seasonable weather. Temperatures right now in those mid to upper 30s with 38 in Jackson and in Pikeville, 34 in Pulaski County, and you continue to look at those lower 30s down in Bell County and even across the border there into Wise, Virginia. Now the next 12 hours, temperature is going to be dropping, an average low temperature of 28 degrees. If you're colder already, well, you're probably going to be dropping into those mid 20s. A cold start for your Tuesday, but we do warm up quite nicely for the afternoon. Justin will take a look at that afternoon forecast and everything you need to know coming up in a few short moments.
Andrew, thank you. A group from Harlan is helping people affected by the recent tornadoes in Alabama. The group With Love from Harlan, their volunteers are asking for donations to fill a 15-foot U-Haul to take to Alabama, where 23 people were killed in recent tornadoes. Volunteers say their compassion and desire to let victims know they are there for them is motivating the group to go on this relief trip.
Just seeing people in need, and the need, the want to share love with them, and just be there.
The group will be taking donations until next Monday evening at 4. Disability does not mean inability. That was the message tonight from Travis Freeman. Freeman grew up in Corbin and played high school football all without the use of his eyes. He was the first blind high school football player in the country, and through his organization, he hosts an event called the Lights Out Dinner in the Dark. People eat in the dark, and they're also blindfolded. And as I learned tonight, the purpose of the event is to get people out of their comfort zone and then motivate them to overcome the obstacles in their own lives. Arriving here at the Corbin Center, guests quickly lose their ability to see. These blindfolds stay on through dinner, causing some to drop their utensils and use their hands.
I'm not big of a salad eater. I'm just trying to get the onions out. I'm not a big fan on onions, but I can't seem to find them.
Shane Rasmus and other guests here appreciate this moment. To them, it's about finding gratitude for the things we take for granted.
It brings back a reality of what the challenges they each meet each day, those that don't have the sight. It makes you appreciate it.
Travis Freeman lost his sight at 12, something he does not let hold him back. He's here teaching people that no matter what obstacles you face, you are strong enough to overcome them.
You take them out of their comfort zone to expose them to something new, something different, and then allow them to hear someone who has an inspirational story or a challenge or an obstacle that they are overcoming in their life.
The keynote speaker this year is Lonnie Bedwell. He's a U.S. Navy veteran who became the first blind man to solo kayak the Grand Canyon. He's also climbed Mount Kilimanjaro.
I kayak and I climb first and foremost because I do enjoy it, but I actually do it for a bigger purpose, and that is to prove the potential that's in each and every one of us.
Proving that disability does not mean inability. This is the 4th year of the Lights Out Dinner in the Dark. The event raises money for an orphanage in Haiti that serves children with disabilities. We have a link to the Freeman Foundation and to Lonnie Bedwell's website online at WYMT.com. Coming up at 11, last week's intense weather is causing serious flooding in the Midwest. We'll have the latest. And more details are coming out in the Boeing air disasters.
And warmer weather will return before our next system arrives. We'll break down everything you need to know coming up.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Over to your Toyota dealer for a great deal on a new Toyota today.
Now you can get a low-mileage lease on the all-new RAV4 LE for just $209 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
All law firms are not the same. There's only one, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Hi, Greg Clevenger. Spring is here, and it's time to ride. Here at Hatfield McCoy Power Sports, we're announcing a special purchase sale of the Kawasaki Teryx side-by-sides. Get a new 19 Teryx 4x4 for only $99.99, or Teryx 4-seater 4x4 for only $11,999, plus 0% APR. Financing available for 12 months. Hatfield McCoy Power Sports, US 119 North in Belford, Kentucky, or 24/7 at HatfieldMcCoyPowersports.net.
Get ready for REO Speedwagon. June 5th, 7:30, East Kentucky Expo Center. All those legendary hits in concert. Special guest, Sister Hazel. Tickets available now at the Appalachian Wireless box office, Ticketmaster.com, or charged by phone. REO Speedwagon.
March Madness.
Bluegrass RV of Ashland has completely gone mad. Our leftover 2018 models are priced so low, we can't even advertise it. Bluegrass RV will not be undersold. You can bank on that. Bluegrass RV of Ashland.
Ah, boating. Tundra. A little R&R. Camry.
Wow, she's good.
Off-roading. 4Runner.